Program ends and additional virus tries to do so. It has been launched with an elevated brights. This means that you will be shown in the UAC prompt every time you start the game. If the new drive window doesn't pop up out of the trailer, your Windows is most likely set to ask what to do with the disk content. Find the autoplay dialog that appeared and click on open folder to view files. Select the language. English. Okay. Hello, everybody.
https://youtube.be/l3tsc5yhq?mark si=sign ATT7i_airlock.
I picked fucking English!
Co tam? A witam pana inspektora. A co tutaj? A to ja zaraz pokażę. No, Maciuś, przywitaj się z panem inspektorem.
I had no idea this shit was
Dzisiaj jest
this.
6 czerwca, nie? To gdzieś pod koniec maja ktoś tutaj podobno widział, że może ktoś komuś jakąś krzywdę zrobił czy coś i ktoś na górze sobie wymyślił, że my mamy dojść, o co chodzi, nie? No to dochodzimy. Tydzień minął. Była akurat wolna ekipa z psem.
I don't know
Wysoki Wojtek z psem.
anything about this game yet.
To ten Kuba najpierw full pro pobiegał, powąchał, a potem ziewnął, obszczał tutaj ten wiadukt, uwalił się jajkami do góry, żeby go po brzuchu podrapać. Tam zaraz po tamtej stronie jest przystanek autobusowy. Tutaj codziennie setka ludzi chodzi na skróty do domów.
Sit back and watch.
3 dni temu padało całą noc. Wczoraj padało. To co on miał znaleźć? Co on mógł wywąchać? Tyle, że się przewietrzył. My się też wietrzymy. Tutaj ustalić coś mądrego to jest trudno. Ale dobre miejsce jest na relaks. Tubylcy wiedzą. Tam leży paczka po chipsach, jakaś butelka po piwie, nie? Tam gdzieś dalej jakąś prezerwatywę po ruchaniu widziałem, nie? Maciuś znalazł jakiegoś pendrive'a, to może być jedyna rzecz, jakaś tutaj nie na miejscu. To jak zdejmę odciski, to wyślę chłopakom do komputerowego. I tyle.
Okay, everybody, welcome to a USB stick found in the grass. What? Navigate to the newly attached drive to investigate. What? I don't like this. I don't like this idea for a game because I have to open stuff and it's on my files. I don't like... Oh, because it acts as a local disk drive. Oh, this is weird. I don't like this. Notepad. What the fuck? Oh, and there was a website. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Do I have to do investigation? There's no shot, right? What the fuck? Can you translate? Oh god. File 1.zip. If this is gonna be like a Discover game where you have to like search through to find it. I mean, it's a cool ass concept, but I don't know. Pick. Pictures. Look at these pictures, you guys. Kitty! These are some good ass quality pictures though. Like, look at this. Oh, wait. Whoops. Dear Diary 2018. Can I do text-to-speech? Oh my god, it's a whole ass book. Huh? Uh-oh. 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 Transcribe. Can it do text-to-speech? Read.
May 1, 2018 rok, Tuesday.
Dear Diary, I decided to write in English so that it doesn't get rusty, even if this means repeating my own mistakes. It's not the best idea to start May with the death of your laptop, is it? I turned Asus on in the morning, the hard drive made a strange noise, the login screen appeared, and then BAM. The blue screen of death. And now it's just dark when I turn it on, and it won't even let me load the defaults. This is bad. I hate typing on my PC keyboard, and my old ThinkPad, A, has Windows XP, B, has no battery, so I depend on the nearest electrical socket, and C, which is the worst, has no Wi-Fi connection. I've lost the USB adapter somewhere, so I can't go online, which means no internet and no access to the PC hard drive. I don't even have an Ethernet cable to connect it to the LAN adapter. I guess I'll be using an extension cord to write in bed, and I'll be storing my diary on a USB stick so that I can access it wherever I want. There's a good side to that. I was actually planning to start writing my diary by months, so the fact that this fuck-up happened today is quite convenient. I'll just start a new file. The heat and sun were brutal in the morning, then it grew humid, but still I managed to spend half a day in the garden, mowing the lawn, raking and weeding. I don't plant anything new, I only tend to the plants left by Mom, as a small tribute to her memory. She liked gardening very much. I remember she enjoyed working in the garden, showing everyone where she planted what and why in that spot exactly. But I've never had the heart for it. I see it as my duty, now that she's gone. I have no idea what the neighbors' kids were playing, but they were running up and down the street with their faces painted white, making a lot of noise. I guess it's time I stopped putting off going through my grandparents' stuff and documents. I've wanted to do it for 2 years now, but I was afraid I would start crying when I found the old photos from the summer holidays in Zalizna. But I can feel something's changed. I'm not afraid anymore. If I cry, I'll cry. It won't be the first or the last time. It's the next stage of grief, I suppose, but I have no psychologist on hand to confirm that. Today is Dad's birthday. In September it'll be 3 years since he passed away. I went to Warzazu Cemetery to light a candle for him, then I went for a stroll past our old flat. When I looked at the windows, I felt a wave of nostalgia sweep over me. Maybe I should visit Mom's family in Gorzo sometime? I haven't been there for 20 years or so. And Carol? I wonder what's going on with him these days. I still haven't made any plans for the summer holidays. If I'm to go somewhere in September or October, I should start looking for deals now. I've saved PLN 7K, that's almost $2,000, and I can spend it all if I want to. I went to the kitchen to make myself some supper, and I stepped in the middle of an argument. The girls didn't go away for the long weekend, both of them are working. Beta accused Aga of stealing her mug, because if the mug is nowhere to be found, it means it was stolen, right?
Yep.
It's always Beta versus the world. Meanwhile, the mug was just standing there in the cupboard, on our common shelf. I think I must have put it there myself when I was doing the dishes after breakfast, but didn't say anything.
May 2, 2018 rok, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, the essence of a miracle is its miraculousness. Is that even a real word? I was wiping the green mug after breakfast. It slipped from my hand, I dropped it on the floor. It bounced several times, but it didn't break, no cracks, no nothing. Which is good, as it was a souvenir from my first trip to Venice. It would be a huge loss. I had my aces checked. They told me the hard drive was okay. Luckily, there's nothing important on it, apart from the diary from the last 2 weeks. I've been making regular backups since the major fuck-up, but they couldn't tell the cause of the failure on the spot, so I had to leave it there. They asked me to call them later. On my way home I bought some groceries.
This is nice.
And
We're
then
getting a
car
story.
scared the hell out of me. As I was walking towards the intersection, some car started very rapidly and loudly. I jumped up so fast, my grocery bag ripped. It made me think about how my mom hated cars. The beginning of May is incredible this year. It was a bit colder today, but it was still a nice day. Lilac is blooming like crazy. And I saw some butterflies today. Let me check Wikipedia for their English names: 1 orange tip and 2 swallowtails. They flew away before I could take a picture, so I just shot some forget-me-nots growing near the ditch. The photo is a bit underexposed. I wonder why. I got the plant identification reference guide by Brodet and Mausowitz back. I've been looking for it for a few months now. Not that I needed it, there was just a nasty gap left after it on the bookshelf. And today, Beta comes to my bedroom and hands it to me, asking me if it's mine. And I remembered us talking 6 months ago about some flowers blooming near her parents' house in the country. She really wanted to see the book, although I suggested it would be better to browse through some photo guide. But Beta is stubborn, and once she gets something stuck in her head, you can't make her change her mind. In the evening she started another argument. This time it was about some stupid toothpaste.
Oh,
I spent 3 hours on Duolingo.
Duolingo?
May 3, 2018 rok, Thursday. 29:38.
It's not true that all rules should be broken. The fundamental one saying that you shouldn't touch shit because it stinks backfired today, like Pepsi and Mentos. A long time ago, I put the boxes with my grandparents' stuff on the high rack in the garage. I don't remember how I got them there, someone must have helped me. Now I couldn't get up there myself, so I went to ask my older neighbor Danusia if they would lend me their ladder. Once I was up the ladder and took the boxes with the photos and letters down, I decided to check the contents of the remaining boxes, put on the rack long time ago by my dad. It turned out to be a Pandora's box. There were loads of bags with old stuff. They must have been sitting there since my parents moved in about 20 years ago. I started to take it all out, and I found some old hide rugs, laceworks, shirts, tablecloths, wool table runners I remember from our old apartment at Neruda Street, my mom's old fox fur scarf, fur gloves, a total mess, all of it. They were once packed clean and tidy, but clothing moths found a way inside, and now everything was crumbling to dust and ashes at the touch. So what I thought would take a few minutes of my time took me half a day to tidy up, and just as I was about to finish, it turned out there was some glass in the bag at the back of the rack, and as I was taking it down, the bag ripped, and there was broken glass all over the floor.
What is that?
Mrs. Meow cut her paw, because she couldn't miss the opportunity to visit the opened garage, and then I cut my foot, because why the fuck not? And now I can't even return the ladder, because Danusia and her husband aren't home. I checked 3 times. It's so hot and humid today. Thank God it's still not that warm in the house, still chilly in the north-facing rooms. It must be as hot as hell in Aga's room. Aga invited some guy over. The moment I heard his voice, I thought I was hearing Grandpa. It was so similar. As Aga went to the kitchen to make some tea, I came in to remind her that we agreed she'd inform me in advance about wanting to invite guys over. She started laughing, and said it was nothing of the kind, because he was her cousin. I guess she's telling the truth. When he came to the kitchen, and the 3 of us talked for a bit, it seemed like they've known each other well, and there was no sexual energy between them. Beta came to the kitchen to say hi, but suddenly her face went as white as death. She made a U-turn and left. I went to the theater with Iza and Powell this evening. I wanted to give them money for the ticket, but they told me they got it for free somewhere. I don't believe them. I'll have to throw a barbecue party and have them come over. Christina Janda turned Burrell's notes from exile into a monodrama. It really hit me. but at the same time I feel it was unbalanced. It was supposed to be about the immigration, or should I say, eviction, of Jews from Poland in 1968, but it looks like on the way someone decided that it wasn't enough, and they added some Holocaust themes to strengthen the message. And the message sure is strong, especially with the footage of nationalists' marches in Warsaw at the end, but for me it just made the whole performance too pushy. But maybe it's how it should be.
Do we
Maybe
listen to all
people should
this?
be hit on their heads with a hammer to see what is really going on. And there are things to be worried about. It's not good. I try not to follow politics, I just happen to come across some news in the papers or on the radio while I'm driving, but that's enough for me to feel things are moving in a dangerous direction. When the show was over, the Association of Jewish Veterans of World War II awarded Janda a medal commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. We left the theater and went to a coffee place. It's only the beginning of May, but it was so nice we sat outside by 11 p.m. I remember I had to wear a fleece jacket on July evenings last year. Now it was only May, and I wasn't cold in a lightweight top. We were mainly discussing
Reading this
the
is making me
performance.
tired.
For me, it was still very much valid, as I'm currently reading Tuwim's biography, Frightened Blasphemer. It contains passages on how Tuwim was presented in the newspapers back in the interwar times, how he was attacked verbally.
Is there a point to all this? Scum of a cat. Miss me out, Pete on the blanket. Your birthday 23 a.m. I managed to connect some dots in my head. Stone throw. I caught my cousin. Huh. Huge rainstorm came in the morning. I suddenly realized I probably wouldn't be living here if it weren't for Miss Meow. Splitting headache in the morning. Someone managed to get out of bed. Maybe I'll have a bike ride in the afternoon. At least that's what I told Aga whenever. There's a lot of cedar around the neighbors living. They decided to somehow kept to themselves for some time, but today was the field. Fucks exploded. The line I liked the most was the man's, I fucking bought you drugs and you didn't even make a fucking soup for me. Beach ball in the street popped and they were pretending to throw it. Southern Croatia, too bad. Stupid thought during one of it. Maybe this whole reset thing is a stupid idea. If I could pick up something for her from Mario's, sure I can go there. I suppose to get directions any other lost reality. I haven't been to the railway bridge for 2 years, and I will be there for a second time this month. I'll just have to climb up the staircase with the bike. It'll be like cross-country biking.
https://www.youtube.com/watch?mark b=TQU3TSZ-GRK.
Enter the password that opens file1.zip. Oh. Oh. Okay, I see this now. Password protected. Oh. Meow. Reset. I don't know. Fuck it. Don't care. Movies. It's a torrent file. What? Oh my god, it is like a try to figure out discovery file page thing. You know what I mean? It's like welcome to the game. I probably don't know. PDF. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything. But the answers to these are in the Hanoi. And these. The answer to what we need are in here somewhere. Look at that child. Kitty. Let's see if I can just cheat and look up the USB stick found in the grass and just cheat. Hour. A forensic challenge. They're folded with a few pictures or zip files that are password protected. 25 pages long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. File. USB stick out of the grass. A forensic puzzle. Idea design photos. Loved it, liked it, hate it. Feel free to share your thoughts. Oh. Put a dot at the start of the second password. Apparently girls pay a certain passage credit. She's a runner. So that she apparently used to work at some agency. Religious movement. It's a story, you're trying to figure it out and crack the case. It's actually not even a spooky game. Debug. I would never do this. Doing my best to hide eye openers. Oh. So to make a long story short, this beta person in that story that we were about to read died. So that's the end of that game. Thanks for watching, and we'll tune in the next time. Bye. Boop.